Morning everyone, my name is BHUTANI and I'm going to present a PPT on the topic Social Cost Benefit Analysis. Social Cost Benefit Analysis is a tool to determine the merits of project on the basis of current and future socio-economic impacts. SCBA is a systematic and formal method of evaluation of the project in terms of cost and benefit. Also, social cost benefit refers to cases where the project has a broad impact across society and is usually carried out by the government. Social costs and social benefits. Social costs: subsidized offer, environmental degradation, depletion of energy, unemployment cost, human services use. Social benefit: taxes raise, improvement of environment, product and services, indirect employment creation, socio-economic development. Social costs and social benefits of tea industry: cutting of trees and shrubs, water pollution due to insecticide use, air pollution from factory, ecological and imbalance, shrinkage of habitat of wild animal, reduction of grazing land, human services used, shortage of labor for crop cultivation, use of public utility, consumption of power, global warming, factories, carbon emission. Social benefit of tea industry: improvement of environment, tree planting, tree plantation, employment creation, direct employment, indirect employment, foreign exchange earnings, social welfare, education, healthcare. Social cost of construction of a bridge on a river, increased pollution during construction, migration of labor from farming, shortage of price hike of raw materials, unemployment to people engaged in ferries, abolishing of small shops existed at ferry ghats, loss of farms and house of same families. Social benefits of construction of a bridge: employment to workers during construction, less cost in travel and transportation, saving of time of people, employment in toll tax collection. Social welfare: objectives of SCBA: economic benefit of the project in terms of shadow prices, the impact of project on the level of savings and investment in the society, the impact of the project on the distribution of income in the society, the contribution of the project towards the fulfillment of certain merits, wants, self-sufficiency, employment, etc. Scope and relevance of social cost benefit analysis. It can be applied in both public and private investment. Public investment, social cost benefit employment analysis is important specifically for the developing countries where government plays a significant role in the economic development. Private investment here, social cost benefit analysis is also important as the private investment are to be approved by the various government and quasi-governmental agencies. SCBA enables government to make logical decisions. SCBA brings into force international and national legislation for safeguarding social justice, over exploitation of national resources and human resources, sustainable development. Advantages and disadvantages of social cost benefit analysis: the ability to identify the projects that maximize the welfare of the country, the ability to objectively assess and quantify the purpose of projects in relation to community needs, exposure, the basis for decision making for projects and opportunity, ability to rank and prioritize limited resources so that the maximum benefit is realized, difficulty in measuring social costs and benefits and converting them into monetary terms, overstatement of the value of social benefits, complexity, conflict between social welfare and financial justification. Distinguish between SCBA and monetary cost benefit. SCBA is different from the cost benefit analysis or a monetary cost benefit analysis or CBA in the following terms: market imperfections, externality, tax and subsidies, concern for savings, concern for redistribution, merit wants, employment and standard of living. Market imperfection, rationing, prescription of minimum wage rates, externality. A project may have both financial or beneficial or harmful external effects that are considered in SCBA but not in cost benefit analysis. Therefore, both the efforts are to be assessed and considered before sanctioning a deal in SCBA. Tax and subsidies. From the social point of view, tax and subsidies are nothing but transfer payment. But in cost benefit analysis, taxes and subsidies are treated as monetary cost and benefit respectively. Concern for savings in social cost benefit analysis. The division between benefits and consumption is relevant, wherein higher valuation is placed on savings. But in CBA, division is irrelevant. Concern for redistribution. CBA in a private firm does not bother how its benefits are distributed across various groups in society. In SCBA, the distribution of benefits is very much concerned issue where the project should not lead to the accumulation income in the hands of few, but it should equally distribute the income. Merit wants, goals, and preferences should not be expressed in the marketplace but believed by the policymakers to be in large social interest may be referred to as merit wants. For example, the government may prefer to promote an adult education program or a balanced nutrition program for school going children, while merit wants are not relevant from private point of view. They are important from social point of view as CBA. Employment standard of living, how a project affects the employment standard of living of people in society will be taken into account as well as in SCBA. The deal should be led to increase in employment and standard of living, but for monetary cost benefit analysis, this is irrelevant. Approaches to SCBA. UNIDO approach or LM approach, little wireless approach. The UNIDO approach is mainly based on the publication of UNIDO, United Nations Industrial Development Organization. The UNIDO approach of social cost benefit analysis involves five stages: calculation of financial profitability of the project measured at market prices, obtaining the net benefit of the project measured in terms of shadow prices, adjustment for the impact of the project on savings and investment, adjustment for the impact of project on Stage 1, calculation of financial probability of the project. Stage 2, obtaining the net benefit of the project at shadow prices. Stage 3, adjusting impact of the project on saving and investment. Stage 4, adjusting impact of the project on income and distribution. Stage 5, adjusting impact of project on merit and demerit goods. LN approach, little mileage approach. The core of this approach is that social costs of using resources in developing countries differ widely from the price paid for it. Hence, it requires shadow prices to denote the real value of the social society. Similarities between UNIDO and LM approach: calculation of shadow prices to reflect social value. Usage of discounted cash flow techniques, taking into account about the effect of project on savings, investments, and income of society. Differences are domestic currencies used as numerator, international prices used as numerator, consumption is the measurement base, uncommitted social income is the measurement base, SCB objectives are met through stage by stage. At one place, all SCB objectives are fulfilled. Thank you all.